Hello everyone, I'm Aluna. I'm quite new to this, and why I've started or decided to start making videos is because all of a sudden we're in lockdown in our own homes and we're having to meet on Zoom and video calls. And although it's not the same, we have to embrace it at the moment. Last night I met with my women's group via Zoom, and it was a really strange experience at first, but it was still really good to be able to meet virtually. And we had our fantastic Beltane ceremony for May the 1st via Zoom, which was really quite intriguing. And it was lovely to be able to meet last night to do that. As you've probably gathered just by the visuals and by what I've already said, I'm interested and carry out pagan rituals. It gets a lot of bad press really, which is ridiculous because it's nothing to do with casting spells and being evil. It's actually about respecting the seasons and the cycles and the earth. And as a woman, that's really empowering, especially in a society which still is really predominantly male. Things are becoming more equal, but it is still predominantly male. So paganism for a woman is really good and empowering. I just want to show you this fantastic stone goddess. She's actually from, we think, ancient Greece, around 3,500 BC. It's quite amazing. I've got her in my hand at the moment. Anyway, she's a fertility goddess, and what's amazing is that in those times, Neolithical times, these fertility goddesses were probably made by men for women, and they absolutely honoured and found it amazing because the female carried and gave birth to the child. So she would have been made for a woman of childbearing age, and the woman would have carried this stone goddess around with her to bring her luck in conceiving, in carrying the baby, and having a safe delivery. Remember, they didn't have hospitals, they didn't have the interventions we have, they didn't have as many medicines as we have. So having a baby was a risky business. And as I say, it was fantastic that the men in those days really worshipped and honoured women because they could create life inside them. As you can see, I've got my fantastic spring goddess here for Beltane, which is the 1st of May. And that's all about the May Queen and the green god coming together in union at the most fertile time for creation. I like the fact that all of the 8 rituals throughout the year are very much around nature and cycles and seasons. And last night we celebrated that, as I say, on Zoom, which was a different experience. But it was fantastic because it meant that we could still connect with each other as women. And around half of our group are at home on their own at the moment in lockdown. So just being able to join virtually like that was really fantastic. And we meditated together in a group-led meditation, which I led because that's one of my strong points. And meditation is really, really fantastic. Relaxing. But we also visualise when we meditate, which is really empowering. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just leave this running. Just for a minute, just so that you can watch the candle flame or candle flames and perhaps do your own little meditation.